Hi, my name's Matt, and I'm the Youth Programs Coordinator for Thrive Matsu. And today I have Jonna Clark with me, the area Young Life Director. And Jonna, could you tell us a little bit more about Young Life and your role with the organization?
Yes, Young Life is a faith-based nonprofit who we equip healthy adults to enter into the lives of teenagers, whether that's middle school, which we call WyldLife, uh, high school, which is our Young Life, and then teen parents, which is Young Lives. And so, what we do is we really look at mentorship and what does it look like to walk through life with our teenage friends. And we do that in really fun ways. We like to earn the right to be heard, earn the right to listen, and just build relationships. And just, yeah, high school and middle school is a hard time in your life to navigate. And so, we want to be there to help students with that, and we do that in really fun ways. Like we have these things called club, which is a party with a purpose, where you can meet new friends, invite your friends to hang out, and then you get to hear about life from a healthy adult and a little bit about what hope looks like. So that's just a little bit about who we are and what we do on a small scale.
Sounds good. Let's take those one at a time. So, Young Life is for high school students. Where and when does your high school Young Life group meet this semester?
Yeah, so we've been meeting at Frontera Spanish Immersion School. So if you get to Tealand, Career Tech, at the end of the road on the left is Fronteras. And so we've been meeting in their gym at 7:01 p.m. on Monday nights. And that's where we get to have students from all over the valley come from different schools, homeschooled, all over, to come together and hang out. And then we're also, you'll see Young Life leaders like at sporting events and different hangouts and just, yeah, all over the community, hopefully. But every
Connecting with
Monday night
students.
on front at Fronteras at 7:01 is when we have club.
Okay. And incidentally, this video is October 2023. And so if you happen to be watching this video in the distant future, you might want to check with Young Life to see where and when they're currently meeting. WyldLife is your middle school program. My son participates. I participate as a volunteer. Share with us more about WyldLife, the middle school program.
Yeah, so WyldLife, we get to meet on Thursday nights at 7:01 p.m. as well, and that's in one of the homes of our volunteers. And right now, it's like near kind of where the Grizzly Family Fitness is, so a little centrally located. But again, middle schoolers from all over get to come and have it's controlled chaos. So just things flying, a lot of fun where you get to get together with your friends, but also help kind of figure out what life is and hear messages of hope. So that's on Thursday nights at one of our friends' house. And yeah, and then we also love to see them thrive too.
And I know for my son, he's in sixth grade, and it's difficult to make friends sometimes at school. And so, one of the reasons we got plugged into Young Life is in his case, WyldLife is to give him an environment where it's a little bit easier for him to connect with other kids that share his values.
Yeah, and we
So
even
any
have like some time after what we would call like the larger group where we get to kind of split up into smaller groups, and then you get to hear from, yeah, people, get to know people better, hear about their life, and yeah, share a little bit about yours, and maybe even any struggles that you're going through. We can kind of help each other work through those things.
Nice. And then finally, you have Young Lives, which is the support that you offer to teen parents. And so, can you unpack that a little more?
Yeah, so our teen parents obviously need a lot of support. And so we serve anywhere from 12 to 20. And then we even have kind of like a Beyond Young Lives program for those like 21 to 23. And so what we get to do there is a big thing that we do is we have these life packs that we've created. We are partnered with Matsu Health or Matsu Food Bank and Alaska Family Services and Heartreach to put packs together that we call life packs, and they got diapers and wipes and formula and food. And so we get to kind of have some volunteers that put all those things together and then show up on their doorstep with maybe a coffee card for the mom to meet some physical needs along with, yeah, just helping them like navigate what it looks like to be a young parent when they don't always have the support. And so our mentors get to do that, hold their babies, give them a chance to be kids because these are still teenagers as well. And so anytime we get together, which is about, there's monthly gatherings that we have, um, there's usually like childcare for their babies so that they can go and play some games and be a kid and have fun, and also have a community with other teen parents because a lot of them lose that when they become parents. Their other teenage friends are in a different phase of life, and they don't know a ton of people their age who are going through the same things that they're going through. So it just is a great place to find community for our teen parents as well.
Yeah. And I think all of us can agree that the pressures to grow up is so fast, and obviously when when somebody becomes a teen parent, it you experience even more pressure to grow up faster with that added responsibility. So that's great.
Yes. And we help them do
How
things too, as well. Like when you're a teen parent, you don't always do things in the order that you would have before, like getting your driver's permit and your driver's license and graduating high school. And so a lot of our mentors help kind of, hey, let's help you figure that out and point them to resources in our community as well. So extra help.
nice, perfect. So if somebody wanted to get involved with Young Life, either if they maybe they're a parent, they wanted to get their kid plugged in, or maybe they're listening to the different opportunities and interested in volunteering, how would they get involved with Young Life?
Yeah, they can go to our website, matsuvalley.younglife.org, and find out some more information. And then there's ways to contact me along with all of the social media links that Matt's going to put in this email. Yeah, so really it just looks like, yeah, if you've got a heart for teenagers and you want to help in some way, there's a lot of different ways that you could support, whether that's working directly with teens or if that's not something in your capacity. It might be helping support the leaders, like making meals for leaders who are coming. These are all volunteers. We're a volunteer-led organization. So when they're coming straight from work and showing up to hang out with students, they oftentimes don't have time to stop for dinner. And so, making a meal to where leaders can eat, or bringing snacks to an event so that other kids can find a meal there. We all know that food is a challenge for some of our population. And so there's a lot of ways to serve and get involved. And yeah, you can look at our website. You can email YoungLife, Matsu at gmail.com and get a hold of me that way as well.
Perfect. So for the newsletter, we'll have all of that information in the newsletter this month. We'll also have that information embedded in the YouTube video for you to check out. And then finally, I know that we have a banquet coming up. Anything you'd like to share about the banquet?
Yes, our Young Life banquet is one to see. It is prom themed this year. So whether you want to come dressed kind of like tacky prom, like you could pull back a poofy, shoulder situation, or you're like, hey, I've got an old bridesmaid's dress in my closet that I'd love to get out, and you want to come have a fancy evening. We have free childcare available. And also, there's going to just be a ton of people. You'll get to see a picture of what Young Life is like. So it's going to be, I can guarantee, the most fun banquet you will be invited to, and we'll get to witness. And we're going to have hors d'oeuvres and a dessert dash. So that, if you don't know what that is, that's a whole next level of fun. But really, it's just a great evening to be able to hear from students the value that they have found in Young Life. And then you'll get to see like some different videos from the whole year and get to hear our vision for the next year. Because we really believe that every student needs a mentor, and not a lot of there's a lot of kids in our community who don't have that kind of support. And so at the banquet, you'll get to hear all about that. So that's November 4th at 6:30 p.m. at Teelan Middle School. And again, you don't have to dress up like prom, but it's encouraged, and it will be a lot of fun, and you can invite your friends. And so I'm also going to give Matt some information on how you could just come and attend that. It's free to attend, and it is our fundraising banquet, so we do ask, but that is all on individual basis if that's something that you feel called to do.
And again, the date
Fourth.
November 4th, and this is currently 2023. So if you're watching the video in the future, check with YoungLife's website for current information about the next banquet and for future years. So Jonna, thanks so much for not just your participation today, but Young Life has been a major partner, a major active partner with Thrive with the events that we host every month during the school year. Young Life helps host games at the hub and engage in students. And John is one of the people that I send out on secret missions to engage with students who maybe fallen through the cracks, may be making, maybe having a little bit of challenge in connecting with some students. And so it was like she's done things like handing out glow sticks and then inviting other kids to join her and handing out glow sticks and making sure that no kid leaves lonelier than when they got there. And so
Wow.
I'm super grateful for Jonna and Young Life, for her staff, her volunteers, and the difference that they're making in the trenches with students every day. John, anything else that you would like to add?
Yeah, I would just say that we love being partnered with Thrive, just because it gives us a picture of so many of the teenagers in our community who are searching for connection. And when they're walking through those doors, whether their parents like made them or their friends invited them, that there's a space that there's so I love that Thrive has so many different spaces where kids might be able to connect, like art labs and basketball tournaments, and kind of wherever a kid's at, they're able to feel like they matter, which is what Thrive does. And we love being able to partner with them and just being able to meet new kids, love on those kids, invite our students to it as well as just an extra place to not only serve, but also just have fun together. So we really appreciate Thrive and all that they do to support and collaborate with us as well. But really, what they're doing, what you're doing with the community and the way that you love students is just exactly what our community needs. So we are excited to be a Thrive partner.
Thank you so much. Well, thanks for joining us today. And if anybody needs more information, please check out the links below.